Hi, thank you for joining us on this episode of Sports Bets for Free. My name is Scott Jenkins, your host, just a local sports bettor here in Phoenix, Arizona. And hopefully today with our picks and your picks, it's going to be another profitable day for you. December 15th NBA schedule, we'll get into that one. We've been off for the last couple days, facing a little bit of illness again. So we'll get right into the meat of the schedule. There's about 8-9 games in the NBA tonight. So first game up, Pacers at the Wizards. Pacers 9-point road favorite, 260.5 total. Definitely you're 261, 260, depending on where you're getting it at. Somewhere in line, somewhere 8.5, 9. Been unbelievable that the lines has gotten this high, especially on that total. We're going to stay away from the total, but we do like the game in this one. Pacers minus 2.5 first quarter, minus 4.5 first half, and minus 8.5 for the game. We also love Halliburton over 26.5 points. His point totals finally came down. So Halliburton over the 26.5 points. Turner over 19.5 points. This one's adjusted around a little bit. Normally he's been 18.5, 19.5, but it is the Wizards, and everything tends to go up. Point totals when it get to that point. So Turner over 19.5 points. Halliburton over 3.5 threes. The juice has come off of this because he hasn't hit this mark in a few games. But we should see some more points, I think, tonight out of Halliburton. His assist total's gone way up, so we're sticking away from the assist total. But we will go to Halliburton over the 45.5 par. That's points, assists, rebounds combined for Halliburton in that one. And then also the Pacers over the 134.5 team total. So quite a few plays in this game. We'll go through them again. Pacers minus 2.5 first quarter. Pacers minus 4.5 first half. Pacers minus 8.5 for the game. Halliburton over 26.5 points, over 3.5 three-pointers made, and over 45.5 par. That's points, assists, rebounds combined. Miles Turner over 19.5 points, and Pacers over 134.5 team total. Next game up is going to be Pistons 76ers. Pistons currently about 15-point favorite, roughly 235 total. We don't necessarily like the side or the total in this game, but we do like a couple player props. We're going to go back to the Joel Embiid over 1.5 blocks again. He missed it once. Juice came way down. Maybe we catch this again. So Embiid over 1.5 blocks, and we do like Maxey over 25.5 points. The only thing we really struggle with here on Maxey is if he sits for the fourth quarter again. So we're hoping Maxey gets his points early, as they could be way up and be sitting the fourth. But two player props in that 76ers Pistons game. It's Joel Embiid over 1.5 blocks and Maxey over 25.5 points. Next game up, Pelicans Hornets. If you guys have watched the show for quite a while, you know we're not have a hard time with the Hornets plays ever since Ball went out. So we're going to stick away from this particular matchup here on that Pelicans Hornets. Lakers Spurs, though, we are in this game. Spurs currently 6.5 point home dog. 232 roughly total, somewhere in that ballpark, depending on what book you're looking at. We like three player props in this particular matchup, and they're all Wembanyama. So Wembanyama over 2.5 blocks. And they're finally catching up to this, as now we're facing like minus 150, 160 juice. Wembanyama, which was our best bet of the day, over 11.5 rebounds. And Wembanyama over 2.5 turnovers. And that's highly juiced as well. He just turns the ball over a little bit. Most of the centers in this league do, so it's nothing unusual, even though he's not technically a center, but, you know, he's tall enough to be two centers. So Wembanyama over 2.5 blocks, over 2.5 turnovers, and over 11.5 rebounds, which is also our NBA best bet for the day. Next game up, Hawks Raptors. I don't know when you've ever seen a Raptors game that totaled into 240s, but we found one here. So Hawks, 2-point road dog, 242 total. This one, we do like the over in this particular matchup. The Hawks don't play defense, and I think the Raptors can run up and down with them no problem at all. So we are going to take the Raptors over 61.5 total first quarter, over 123.5 total first half, and over 241.5 for the games in that one. Also, Trae Young over 29.5 points. Trae Young over 3.5 three-pointers made at plus 150-ish. And then DeJounte Murray over 19.5 points. And then also, we need some Raptors to score to hit this total. So we like Scotty Barnes over 21.5 points. So we'll go through that Hawks Raptors again for you. Hawks Raptors over 61.5 first quarter, over 123.5 for the first half, over 241.5 for the game. Trae Young over 29.5 points and over 3.5 3-pointers made. DeJounte Murray over 19.5 points. And then Scotty Barnes over 21.5 points in that Hawks-Raptors matchup. So it should be a lot of points scored in that game and a lot of dysfunctional basketball going up and down the court. Magic Celtics. Celtics right around a 4-point home favorite, 224.5. We like a couple plays here, but not much, but a couple. We do like Franz Wagner over 19.5 points. Normally his total line's been lately has been around the 22 ballpark, so getting a little bit of value here, and it's because they're going against the Celtics. I understand, so his point total is going to drop, but we definitely want to hop on that one. And then the Celtics over 114.5 points. I think they really hammer it to the Magic tonight. We don't like it enough to play it, as the Magic have been one of the hardest teams to kind of figure. Like, normally in this spot, we would be all over the Magic, but I just got a feeling that the Celtics are going to take that one home there and mess that all up in that one. So Wagner over 19.5 points, and the Celtics over 114.5 team total in that game. Next game up, Rockets Grizzlies. Grizzlies 3.5-point home dog, 212. We're not going to be on this particular matchup. If we were going to play anything, it's going to be turnover related or steals or blocks, because both these teams like to turn it over, and the Rockets play much better defense. The last game up, though, the Knicks at the Suns. Looks like the big three for the Suns is actually going to play a game together tonight, so it should be interesting there. We are going to be in this game. We do like the Suns. I didn't like it. I liked them if Durant or Beal were out, as long as Booker was playing. So we're going to play Suns -1 first quarter, Suns -2.5 first half, and Suns -4.5 for the game. We also like Devin Booker over 7.5 assists and over 2.5 turnovers. And then also the Suns over 118.5 team total. So one more time in that Suns-Knicks matchup. Suns -1 first quarter, -2.5 first half, -4.5 for the game. We also like Devin Booker over 7.5 assists, over 2.5 turnovers, and then also the Suns over the 118.5 team total. So at the end of this episode, in the comments section, every show that we do, make sure there will be a link to the Google Sheets. It'll say docs.google.spreadsheet and a bunch of other stuff behind it. This is our ledger of all of our bets, what juice we got them at, how many units we placed, what book we placed them at, and then also afterwards the results. So you can look at the whole season for basketball or football, or if you want to go back to even baseball, you can look at all of those. So make sure you do check that out at the end of this episode. And as always, if you subscribe and get notifications to the YouTube channel, makes life really simple. You don't have to look for sports bets for free. It just come directly to your phone or device, let you know we've dropped a new video and new bets, and give you plenty of time to match those up with your bets to give you a ton of confidence heading to that betting app or betting window. I do appreciate everybody's support as always, and look forward to seeing you on the next episode.